In this video, we will be going over how to record your annual fuel pathway report on the Alternative Fuel Portal, also known as the AFP. To begin your AFPR submission, go to the AFP portal and log in. Then navigate to the Annual Fuel Pathway Report tab, located on the upper banner. Click on Create AFP Report. Select the year, which in our case is 2025. Then select your application number from the drop-down menu. Relevant application numbers for each fuel pathway applicant are pre-populated. If you are creating a report for Tier 1 or Tier 2 pathway, you will need to select your verification body from the drop-down menu. However, note that lookup table pathways do not require VB selection. If the reporting party is eligible to defer verification, they can choose to verify or to defer. If they choose to defer verification of an AFPR or a quarterly fuel transactions report, the reporting entity must select deferred verification from the drop-down menu. Do not select an actual verification body name. After selecting your application number and VB, click on Begin AFP Report button to go to the Annual Fuel Pathway Report page. For the purposes of this demonstration, we will be using a Tier 1 pathway. To complete the AFPR submission, complete the following steps. First, upload required documents by selecting Add File to the right of the Annual Fuel Pathway Reports documents. Primary applicants are required to upload Tier 1 or Tier 2 calculator and supporting documents. The Excel CI summary sheet can also be uploaded as a supporting document. You will upload other supplemental documents if required by your specific operating conditions. For lookup table pathways requiring AFPR submission, you will need to upload supplemental documents as listed in the AFP user guide. After uploading the required documents, you will enter the operational CI for Tier 1 and Tier 2 pathways by selecting Add Operational CI. You are required to enter the operational CI from your updated Tier 1 or Tier 2 calculator for each of the facility's certified pathways if there is fuel production. If there is no fuel production during the entire 24-month reported in the AFPR, please check No Fuel Production to Report box. Next, request a margin of safety by entering a value in the margin of safety value field. The field will accept up to 2 decimal places. The margin of safety value will be added to the verified operational CI after the verification is complete. If no fuel production to report is selected, then the margin of safety value will be added to the previously certified CI. Margin of safety values is a required field, so enter 0 if no margin of safety is requested. However, staff does recommend a margin of safety to avoid enforcement action for exceedance of the certified CI. For this year, if an entity wishes to change their margin of safety after completion of verification, use the Digital Pathway Action Request form, which is linked in LCFS Guidance 2202 to submit an MOS request. Once you have entered the required fields, select Add Operational CI, close this window, and proceed to the bottom of the AFPR page. Here, you may optionally add any comments, and then you will select the attestation checkbox to attest to the report's accuracy. This action will simultaneously send the report to both CARB and the verification body. After submitting the AFPR, the verification body can return the report back to the primary applicant if there are any issues. If there are revisions requested, then the primary applicants can revise the calculator and re-upload it and any supporting documents by clicking on Add File. You must update the operational CI if any data in the calculator changed that would impact the final operational CI value. Additionally, fuel pathway holders must update and finalize the margin of safety in the AFP before the verification body submits the verification statement for the AFPR. After entering relevant information, the applicant will again check the box for attestation. When you click the Submit button, the report is again immediately routed to both the verification body and to CARB. And this completes the steps you need to know to submit your AFPR on the AFP. Please direct any questions to lcfspathways@arb.ca.gov.